Hey everybody, I'm back with more Instagram live videos for you. Remember, this was like a challenge series, so I think I did like over 90 days in a row of guided meditations on Instagram. So I didn't edit it, I didn't really format anything. If you want to skip ahead to the part where we actually start the meditation, I always say hello to everybody. I talk a little bit about mindset, I do a guided meditation, and then I answer questions and say some hellos at the end, just so you know the structure there. Um, that said, I have been meditating my whole life. I've been doing this for a really long time. I love coming from an aspect of neuroscience and mindset. And yeah, I mean, I would love for you to join my community and subscribe and like and all of that stuff, but I also just want you to get something out of this. I hope that you find as much peace and connection to your true self as I do when I meditate. I don't meditate for the calmness. I do feel calm for meditating. I always meditate to remember who I am. It's my time to get back to myself, and I hope that this is the same for you. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I was having some Wi-Fi issues here, but it would seem that the only way to do this is no Wi-Fi. I'm just worried that I'm gonna run out of some data pretty soon. Hey, Rachel. Hi, Gay. Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Manjeet. Hi, Mithala. I miss you guys. Hey, Julie. All right. So, my mentor, Joseph McClendon III, hi, love. Joseph McClendon III did a really cool thing. Yeah, I miss you guys so much. I'm like, to start with, giant hugs. My mentor, and it's totally worth following, Joseph McClendon III. He's on Instagram. He's all over the place. Hi, Russell. How's it going, love? He's kind of the reason that I'm even in this industry. Hi, Shani. I love you. Don't you wish we were in Bali together? Shani and I were in Bali, and I facilitated several workshops there last year, and she was there, and she is amazing. She's like one of the most incredible matchmakers around. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, round two. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, she's an incredible matchmaker. But Joseph was talking today, and he said he wasn't the one who kind of came up with the term, but he talked about fear distancing and this idea of how to keep your vibrations high. Now, I think a few of you who've tuned in here I know really well, and I know that you're very empathic like me, and that you feel the feelings of people around you, and that's really challenging right now. However, I do feel like everyone started to like mellow out a little bit, but that said, it's really difficult when you can feel, hey James, the energy of those around you in the world, and it's quite intense. And what I would like to bring attention to is a couple of things. One, as an empath, as empaths, as people who are sensitive to the world around us, as people who just care, right? If you're tuning into this, it's because you care about something. You care about the world, you care about people, you care about yourself. And as people that care, I think there's something to be said for actually learning how to set up boundaries. And we kind of talked about this a little bit at lunch. But I think there is an awareness that needs to be brought into beyond boundaries and beyond the space of what is kind of immediate. Hi, Kent. Hi, Maria. Okay, and that is the idea that we often tend to, because it's the easiest and because it's close to us, to, when things are difficult in our lives, tune into our immediate surroundings in the world immediately around us. But there's something to be said for
thinking of other dimensions, like other paradigms, other mindsets to tap into. And there are paradigms beyond time and space. And if you were to just think about your entire lifespan, if you were to be able to conceive of this moment in your life, to go back to the moment that you were born, and to also move forward to the moment of your death from this body, you would be living quite a lifespan. Okay. And in that span of your life, the moment that we're in is just one moment in that entire life. Hello. Hello, everybody who's coming in here. I'm sorry I'm not waving at you all. I'm just getting a little bit lost in the conversation here. But it's this idea that in the expanse of this physical life, in this experience of your linear existence in this timeline, in this body, that we have a sense of ourselves. Okay. But if you were to only pull away and remember that this is one moment in your life, okay, a challenging moment, it would be something to realize that this moment will pass, right? And the thoughts that come with this moment and the emotions that come with this moment and these events that are happening right now will also pass in the grand scheme of our lives, okay? But I would offer that there are dimensions that move beyond that, and dimensions wherein we are beyond time and space, where depending on what you believe in and what you believe about consciousness and existence, there are possibilities. And I mean, for me, it's science. It's this idea that perhaps if time and space are relative, nothing really even exists at all. And that if you've ever led past lives or future lives, perhaps all of them are happening at the same time. And maybe in the grand scheme of that sense of your perception of what it means to be a part of existence, if you were to have many lives, all of them happening concurrently, then this is one moment in one of those lives of infinite lives that you could have had in all of time and space. And that these moments are so fleeting. And there's something to be said for being able to, and I talk about pulling away and getting, and like lifting yourself above and moving away from everything so that you can have perspective on your own existence, on your own life, on your own experience. Okay. And so this notion that no matter what, if you're only looking at this life, events will pass, stuff will go, emotions will pass, and you are always. Okay? But if you're looking even beyond time and space, even beyond the different dimensions, there are infinite possibilities. And these moments of pain, these moments of difficulty might be some of the greatest gifts we've ever had. You know, it's only in the moments of pain. Hi, Stella. And hi, Ria. It's only in these moments of pain that we truly lock ourselves down into the present moment and almost appreciate the experience of this journey. Sometimes pain while excruciating, is one of the greatest teachers, because I don't believe that pain forces you to grow and learn. I don't think it takes something painful for you to have growth or advancement in your journey. I do, however, think that pain gives you no choice. I think you can learn and grow in gratitude and openness of mindset every single day. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Sophia. Oh, such beautiful souls, beautiful, beautiful people inside and out. I don't think pain is required for you to have growth. I think you could be in a moment of epiphany or gratitude or joy or love or peace and still have growth and learning. But the thing is, when you are in pain, either you break down and fall apart, or you learn and you grow. Yeah. Oh. And so what I offer today, hey Chris, hi Karima, I got family, I got friends here. I love you guys so much. Okay. And so what I offer to you today is this thing that Joseph was talking about, my mentor. I mentioned him earlier. And he's been talking about fear distancing. And that is, to a degree, perhaps a limitation of how much of the news we consume before we start getting pulled down, of how many warning messages are we sending to each other before we get taken down and our vibrations get lowered and we get pulled into this fear, into this anxiety. As I said before, these vibrations are always there, and there is an aspect of our immediate environment. And here's the thing. Emotions are chemical. I always say they are not fluffy things. They must be acknowledged. They must be honored. And at the same time, emotions occur. It's totally draining, Shani. It's totally draining. But emotions also occur. Hi, Alcina. Emotions also occur as a side effect of our thoughts and our beliefs. And here's the thing. We have thoughts, okay? And thoughts are things that flitter in and out of our mind, okay? And some of those thoughts, if you think them enough, become beliefs, or some of your beliefs generate thoughts, okay? Beliefs are things that you have decided are laws, okay? A belief is like a law. It's like a piece of code in your brain for which like things have to be processed through a belief system. And there are different kinds of beliefs. There are beliefs that are light beliefs, and then there are beliefs that are deeper beliefs, like your core values. And your core values, even deeper than that, are the ones that you define who you are by. And based on those core values, your beliefs, you have these thoughts, and you have all of these rules and hierarchies in which when different things happen in your life and in your world, your body is programmed to release certain neurochemicals, certain emotions that will allow you or to feel, or that cause you to feel a certain way. And it's only through the shifting of those beliefs, of those values, and quite literally of your mindset, that you actually start to gain freedom from some of those emotions. But here's the challenge. We kind of, all of us, from living in a busy world, have an accumulation of emotions that we have not yet dealt with. So when we sit into a meditation, all of a sudden the emotions come up and it can be quite overwhelming. Okay. And then we have a bunch of thoughts that accompany those emotions, unfinished thoughts, unfinished things that we haven't really processed from the day. And then if we can sit with those thoughts and we can sit with everything else, then we finally get to be present with ourselves. Hey, Tina. Hey, Alia. So many wonderful humans. Hi, Liz. Hey, everybody. Okay. Am I making sense to everybody so far? Can you give me some hearts or some thumbs up so that hey, lovely, so that I know that you guys are with me, that you're following me on this? Hey, beautiful. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. I just want to make sure. And if you have any questions, post the questions. I will tune in below and I will answer them. Hey, Tina. Okay, so we have these thoughts, we have our beliefs, we have our values, and then we have our core values, okay? All of those things were constructed. And I keep saying this, okay? At the core of your being, there's an essence of yourself, the part of yourself that senses that you have a self. And as I've said before, I will say it again. That statement, I think, therefore I am, does not mean that the thoughts that you have are your identity. The content of your thoughts does not make you who you are. It is the fact that you can sense yourself having thought at all that is your sense of self, okay? But the content of that thought is totally changeable. You can have any thought you want to have. You can have any belief you want to have. And for a lot of us, it takes having painful or tragic moments or difficult moments to be able to have different thought, to be able to have a shift in something. It's sometimes those near-death experiences that cause us to open up, to have all of the legs from our, like I always think of a metaphor of legs under a table and having them knocked out. And you either have to set up a new table, you get a new table altogether, or build the legs back underneath. But you get to decide what those legs are. And those legs are your values. They are your beliefs. They are your mindset of how you perceive the world around you. And your pain, your pain is an opportunity to make choices. And again, I always say that you can make a choice in the moment of your pain that is reactive, where you're like, I'm never going to let that happen to me again. And that big never that shuts out all the good and bad opportunities at the same time, not just the bad ones. Or you can make a choice and respond and choose something that serves you, all the same. I come back to the opportunity right now to choose, what do you surround your psychology with? What things are you bringing into your psyche? What kinds of things are you choosing to think about and hold near to you, hold into your consciousness right now? All right. Does anyone have any questions about that? Is that all making sense? Is my little rant today making sense to you guys? And while I wait for you guys to respond, I just want to say that I love you so much. And I would like to think of this not as social distancing, but physical distancing. Because while there are love languages, and touch is one of the love languages, there are 4 other love languages, and there are ways to share love that don't even exist in the love languages through energy and intention. And I think love is something that is felt far, far beyond touch. And I don't think of this as social distancing. I think of it as physical distancing. And so if I can, with the most energy from the depths of my being, from the depths of my core, I give you all the biggest hugs right now. I love you, Rachel and Mathila. I think that values do change. So Vanessa's asking a question here, and I think that values do change throughout our lives. I think that some of our values, though, it's hard to change them because we didn't consciously adopt them. There are a lot of values. Hey, Rupert. There are a lot of values that we picked up from our parents or from teachers or grandparents or family members, or ways of watching how things unfolded before us. And hi, Manuel. And I don't think that we chose a lot of those things. I think it's sometimes takes a painful experience to be able to highlight some of those challenges. It's when our values conflict. Like, for instance, when you feel loyalty to an employer, but you also have a personal goal, and it's really important to honor the personal goal and the goals of what you set forth with your family or your partner, but you made a commitment, and there's this idea of commitment or whatnot. Or I think it happens a lot in relationships where people change and grow as people, and you made a commitment to be with someone, but now you could will to love that person, and maybe that's what serves you both. Or maybe sometimes we have experiences with people where we have to like reevaluate what those things mean, right? Sometimes we, like, even as an entrepreneur, I will say I've committed to certain trajectories in my career, and I had no idea that my career would take me on this path. In some ways, I'm nowhere near where I thought I would be. In other ways, I have had the opportunity to do things that I never imagined were possible because things came up that I had no idea would come up. Hello. Hi, Tom. And so, again, I just feel like, to answer your question, values do change. Some of them we choose to change, and some of them we actually don't even know that they're happening. And sometimes it takes extremes of stress. Have you ever noticed that people in your lives, they've done a lot of work, and they've, like, you can probably think of one person in your life who's done a lot of work on themselves, and yet when things get really stressful, they kind of revert back to their old ways, and maybe they revert back into old habits that are not necessarily becoming of them, and you see this unfold. And it's that sort of thing that does seem to happen to us with these subconscious values that are on deeper layers. I'm just going to read what Jackie wrote here, right, of guilt and anger, forgiveness and human psyche. Okay, so Jackie's saying, big one, forgiveness and the human psyche. Sometimes Jackie feels like she's being too soft. Other times she feels conflicted, struggling to discern if she truly forgave and forgot or just suppressed a portion. Okay, well, forgiveness is a whole other thing. Hey, Alicia. I think that it's one thing to forgive a person. I think that some behaviors are inexcusable. And I think that people are all on their journey, and it can be, that's another challenging one, is can you forgive a behavior? Can you let something go? Can you give someone the opportunity to step up and show up for you again? And are certain behaviors inexcusable? And again, that comes back to your values. It comes back to what you believes it honors you. And again, it comes back to that light within yourself. And again, there are certain values and beliefs and boundaries that give you the opportunity to glow and shine brightest of all. And there are certain things that cloud that and keep us from being ourselves. And I think that fear is one of those things that draws us into our hind brain and away from that evolution of mind, which I've talked about over the last 12 nights, which is this idea that our hind brain is our survival brain. It's our fight or flight. It's our reactionary responses. And then we developed our limbic midbrain, which is the emotional brain, which is the part that retailers appeal to make you want to buy stuff, to make you feel like you need something. And then there's our frontal, our cortex of our brain, which is the part of ourselves that gives us conscious thought and choice. And that's the part that through extra sleep, that's the part through resting the mind via meditation that helps us to grow new neurons, that helps us to be more present in our lives, that helps us to actually give ourselves the ability to choose. Oh, thank you for your comment there. Yes, I do like to tie things in across the board. Now, and I apologize. I know that some of you are very science-based, and I know that some of you are a little bit more on the spiritual side. And what I will say is I kind of go to both extremes. And all I know is that I have a consciousness, I have an awareness, I have the ability to have thought, I have the ability to observe myself having conversations within myself. I believe that I exist. I choose to say that I know that I exist. But I also, in that existence, in that experience, the brain is so creative. And when you close your eyes, there are all kinds of things that can happen beneath those eyelids of ours. And when we close our eyes, we can go anywhere in time and space and possibility. And the more you can allow yourself to journey and be free from mindset, from rules, from constriction, the more opportunity you actually have to choose who you are and how you experience every single moment. And so, again, it's this journey that we have. It's this possibility of everything around us. But I have been talking for approximately 20 minutes today. I kind of like you guys asked some really cool questions. And I want to make sure that we get our meditation in, because I want to do a meditation to release some of that negativity. I want to do a meditation to release some of those fears and lower emotional vibrations. Everybody in for that today? Yeah? All right. So get super comfortable. Super comfortable. All right. I love you, Shani. You're the best. Oh, and Shani, I did put that music on a playlist on Spotify if you want, remind me later. Oh, thanks, Stella. Thanks, Rachel. Thanks, Sophia. Thanks, Mithila. Okay, and remember, I will do this again tomorrow at noon. If you want, I'm going to have my whiteboard out tomorrow at noon, and I will, hey, Dee. And I will kind of explain some of those things on the subconscious mind. You'll have to bear with me because I don't think I've ever put a whiteboard. I'm gonna like try to prop it on my chair here to show you guys how it all goes. But let's do this thing, okay? Remember the rules of meditation. You are always doing it right. It's important to be comfortable. Do not let parts of your body go numb that are not supposed to go numb. Let your blood be flowing, okay? We don't fight the thoughts. Thoughts are what your brain was built for. Remember, your thoughts are your gifts, okay? The things that you become aware of in the process of your meditation are a gift to you. Perhaps the thoughts that you have, especially the ones that you would rather not be having, are the greatest gift for you to be able to be like, maybe there's a belief or a value or a core value that I didn't even know I had that is causing me to think that. And if you ever want me to talk more about this, we can do that. But for now, palms to the sky if you want more energy, palms to the earth if you want to feel calmer, more grounded, steadier. One palm to the sky, one palm to the earth for a flow of energy. Hands together for centering in the body, maybe fingers interlocked or pressed hands together. And again, your hands can move, shift, or adjust. And whether you lay down for this or sit up, I don't mind, because this is potentially you're going to fall asleep after this. But if you intend to do stuff for the rest of your evening, maybe prop yourself up a little bit. All right, everybody. Let's sit back. Before we even do anything else, I invite you to just unhinge your jaw. If someone tunes in tomorrow at lunchtime, remind me to talk about jaws and unhinging the jaws and what that's about, okay? But for now, unhinge your jaw. I know it doesn't look attractive, or maybe it does, I don't know. And let your mouth hang open. Let it go so completely that it would be unhinged, as though you had fallen asleep sitting up. And the sleep had taken over. As you unhinge your jaw, as you let it go, just notice how the muscles of your neck start to melt down, how the tops of your shoulders begin to soften and flow down your arms and forearms, to your palms, to your fingertips. It's okay if your jaw closes up. See if you can release it again. And as you rest here, jaw at ease, spine as tall as is comfortable, head heavy or light where it rests. Become aware of all of the sounds around you. Notice the sounds of the breeze outside, the sounds of your building, of your room, the sounds of other people around you, the sound of my voice. The sound of your own voice in your mind, of your thoughts, of your ideas that are generated from your beliefs and your values, and all of the emotions that go with those thoughts. Become aware of your overall sense of emotion. And become aware of the flow of your breath. Just notice how your body breathes for you, naturally, easily, effortlessly. Oxygen, prana, life force, and chi flowing into your body, into your lungs, from your lungs to your bloodstream. And with every beat of your powerful heart, with every effortless but powerful beat of your heart. That life force flows into every cell of your being. And with the flip side of that beat, or those beats, you exhale from your being whatever doesn't serve you. Carbon dioxide, your day, your worries, the thoughts that don't serve you, your emotions, letting everything go, any physical sensations that don't belong, letting everything go as easily as your body breathes for you, as powerfully as your heart beats that breath into every cell of your being, with every sound. Letting everything go, every muscle, every fiber, every cell. And as you rest here now, allowing your body to breathe for you, allowing every exhalation to allow your muscles to let go, to be more peaceful, to be more at ease. I invite you to close your mind's eye. And as you close your mind's eye, you find yourself standing on a beautiful hillside. The earth strong and firm beneath your feet. A beautiful view of the ocean laid out in front of you. The beautiful blue of the sky, of the water below. The sound of the ocean roaring gently into the distance. The sun extraordinarily warming through every ounce of your being. In that way that the sun seems to warm through your skin and warm into your muscles, seeming to let them ease down even more, so that your breaths soften and deepen even more, down and down, deeper and deeper, further and further. And so that all of those things, the strength of the earth beneath your feet, reminding you of the strength of your own physical body, the breeze, salty and fresh, invigorating you and filling you with life force, prana, oxygen, and chi, the sun warming through every part of you, melting you down, letting everything go. The beautiful blue of the sky, of the ocean, the sound of the ocean roaring powerfully but gently in the distance. You begin to feel a sense of connectedness beyond time and space to the planet and the billions of years it's been around. And you begin now to let go. Let go of your breath, of your body, of your thoughts, of your emotions. Allowing everything to flow, realizing that thoughts will come and go. Emotions can only be felt for so long. And that beyond your physical body, you are always. And as you settle with that thought for just a moment, or your next few breaths, you begin to feel your feet firmly against the ground, and you begin to walk down the hillside, down and down towards the beautiful beach, allowing your footsteps to steadily step one by one, down and along, further and further, deeper and deeper. And as you move on and on, down and down, begin to notice the intelligence of your body as your footsteps and your body take over. And somehow it's as though your body chooses to breathe and have your heart beat in rhythm with every step of your feet as you flow on and on, down and down, deeper and deeper. And as you reach the bottom of the hillside, you start to notice your feet now bare and sand trickling between your toes, and the warm sand seeming to massage gently, very gently into the arches of your feet. And each step seems to send warmth and life force through every reflexology point in the soles of your feet, nourishing every organ, every muscle, every fiber, every cell to function at its highest good and well-being. And you walk from the soft sand towards the water's edge, noticing how the sand grows darker and darker, almost in stripes as you get closer to the water's edge, and firmer and cooler beneath your feet, until you're walking now along the cool, wet sand, along the shoreline, the sun dancing playfully along the water next to you, childlike and skipping along, warming through your muscles, like wisdom seeping into every part of you, reminding you that there's nothing to worry about and everything. You can just let it all go. And it's extraordinary how the sun can be so playful next to you, ease through your skin and muscles, and yet make the sand and the shells glint like jewels in the sunlight as the waves pull back from the shoreline. And as you walk down and along, marveling at the diversity of the sun's personality, you notice that every once in a while, a larger than usual wave sends little rivulets of water and foam over your toes. You take in the beautiful visual of the curve of the shoreline stretching away as far as the eye can see, feeling the warmth of the sun, enjoying the playfulness as it dances alongside of you, the sparkling sand in the sunlight, the sound of the ocean rhythmically pulling in and out as those waves seem to magnetically, with the force of the moon, draw out of you whatever doesn't serve you, pulling out, expunging, drawing out from your body, from your being, from your psyche, from your mind, from your heart, whatever doesn't serve you, and allowing yourself to be even more at peace, even more at ease, with every step, with every breath, with every beat of your heart, with every wave that comes in and out, walking down and down, further and along. And as you look back behind you, you notice miles of footsteps, but no hillside anywhere that your eye can see. And you realize that you've been walking for ages now. Ages now. And you realize time and space, when you close your eyes in the space of your mind, of your consciousness, of your heart, of your awareness, Time and space mean absolutely nothing. And so you look for a place to sit, and as you look for it, so does it appear. The perfect area to sit in or rest in, with just the right amount of shade and light. And you go over to it and just allow yourself to melt into it. Let everything go, every muscle, every fiber, every cell, and allow yourself to rest down now. And as you rest here, allow those waves, allow the power of the moon that moves the entire ocean. Connect into the water in your body. Water has been represented throughout history, throughout time, as the source of emotion. Allow now the waves, the moon, and the tide to draw out from you whatever doesn't serve you. Let it go as easily as you breathe. With every exhalation that your body takes for you, let that breath flow out of you as easily as your body breathes for you, as powerfully as your heart beats that breath into every cell of your being. As you rest, down and down, deeper and deeper, further and along. As you rest here now, allowing this process to unfold, let everything go. Let yourself close your eyes down yet again. And rest even more deeply now, even further down. And as you rest down, allow these channeled sounds to wash through your being, to help reset. Allow the sounds and vibrations to move through you, to help you cleanse away the thoughts that don't belong, the emotions that don't serve you. Letting go of every muscle, every fiber, every thought, belief, or value that doesn't serve your highest good or well-being, and every emotion that goes with it. perhaps back to the ocean, to the tide as it flows in and out. To the flow of your breath and of your beating heart. Bring your awareness. Bring it back to yourself laying on that beach, to yourself walking along the shoreline, gazing at the curve of the shoreline, stretching away as far as your eye could see. Bring your awareness back to yourself standing on that hillside, taking in the beautiful view, the blue of the sky, the sun warming you, the strength of the earth beneath your body and your feet. Bring your awareness back into your room, into your body, to the flow of your breath as your body breathes for you. To the thoughts in your mind, wherever they are now. To your emotions and how you feel in this moment. To your awareness itself, the part of you that senses that you have a self, that you exist in this time, in this space, in this body, in this breath, in the beating of your heart, as each heartbeat becomes past, and the next one becomes your now. With all of your awareness of every layer of yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, and in consciousness and in awareness, come to your heart and hold in your heart whatever it is you wish to give your awareness to. It could be your goals, your visions, your dreams, your health, yourself, whatever it is. Hold it in your heart, and when you have it there, reach your hands out to your side. Wiggle your fingers open and close your hands into and out of fists to get your physical energy moving. Okay, get your blood flowing. With your will, just by thinking it, we can send the electrical impulses of our minds, all the energy of your mind and thoughts into your hands. Okay, send the energy of your emotions, positive, negative, or neutral, all emotions, all neurochemicals are usable. And hold in your hands the energy of your own awareness, of your consciousness, of your will. And even then, if you wish, gather energy from the world or universe around you. And with all of this energy that you hold in your hands, hold it with consciousness. But before you draw your hands in towards yourself, hold in your heart whatever it is you wish to give your energy to. Your goals, your visions, your dreams, your health, your relationships, the relationship with yourself, whatever it is, hold it in your heart. And when you have it there, then begin to draw your palms together with all of that power, all of that force, all of that energy to close in front of or over your heart, over what you hold there, to close over the center of yourself. And take a deep, deep, loving breath into yourself. And let it go. Take another loving, beautiful breath in. And sigh or yawn into every cell of your being. Take one more beautiful, loving breath in. And just let it go. As easily as we let go those breaths, so do we release our ohms. I invite you to take 3 ohms to close this practice, but more importantly, let your ohms give resonance to what you hold in your heart. Let your ohms, as we close our lips together for the part of the ohm, let that part resonate the sound within your body. May it wash through your being, settling through every cell, every part of yourself, and physically helping to wash away anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale deeply to Om. May you distance yourself from lower vibrations, from thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, from emotions like fear. May you surround yourself in positive company, positive thoughts, positive vibrations. May you practice positive vibrations, but may you also honor the processes of grieving and emotional processing, like emotional acknowledgement and intelligence that come with feeling through the things that are happening for you. May the time you spend in your emotions illuminate the thoughts and the beliefs and values perhaps that do not serve you, and perhaps the things in your life that need a little bit more work, a little bit more consideration to pick apart and to work on. I wish you all the deepest, deepest of sleeps, the sweetest of dreams. Hey, Alicia. And may your weeks ahead be absolutely amazing. Again, I will tune in tomorrow at lunchtime and we'll do a little live and some learning. I love you guys so much. Again, remember, 5 love languages. Touch is only one of them. Only one of them. And you can show love in so many ways, and love can be felt through true words and so many other things. I am sending you all like a real energetic hug, like so much hug, so much love. And thanks for being here. Good night, Rachel. Thank you. Have a lovely sleep. Love you, Mathila. Love you all so, so much. Okay. High vibes. Let the stuff that doesn't serve you go. And if you have any questions tomorrow, noon Pacific Standard Time, I will see you here. Good night. Love you guys. Bye. Bye, Mark. Bye, Alia. Bye, Nancy. Bye, Zara. Bye, Juliet. Good night, everybody. Good night, love. Oh, that's good, Sophia. You won. If you fall asleep, you won. That's okay. It's okay to fall asleep. That's the point of this. Okay. Good night, Stella. Good night, Alia. Love you guys. Good night, Vanessa. Okay. Sweet dreams. I'm going to sign off, and I will see you again tomorrow. Love you guys.